Holy crap. BlackRock just bought another truckload of Bitcoin. It seems like I've been saying for a while that you only have so much time, that you only have 24 hours, 72 hours, 48 hours, 3 hours. And I always give the reasoning behind that, right? Maybe it's because in 1 hour, the market closes. Maybe it's because in 24 hours, the market opens for BlackRock on a Monday. Maybe it's because it's just a reminder that you don't have all that much time. And today, we got a good reminder that we don't have that much time. We had a big green day going from under 70,000 all the way up to within a couple $100 of new all-time highs. And part of that was because BlackRock just bought a huge amount of Bitcoin. I believe this is one of their biggest buys ever, like top 2, top 3. Let me just check this because I'm sure someone said it. Largest inflow since March. Okay, largest inflow since March. I want to show you that. Talk about the important timelines for Bitcoin. Talk about what you should be paying attention to. If you don't mind, hit subscribe so you can see future videos just like this. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. I make multiple videos a day and you can get all the news that you need to as quickly as it comes out, because literally saw this news and now I'm making the video. Walk downstairs, 2 minutes later, boom, it's up online. So if you want to hit subscribe, you can see future videos. If you want to trade cryptocurrencies, try Margex. This is a platform that I talk about a lot because I really like it. You can trade all different kinds of assets from Bitcoin to Solana, Ethereum, and you can trade them on leverage. This means that you can get access to extra capital, and you can use different forms of collateral. For example, you can trade Bitcoin with Bitcoin as collateral. You could trade, maybe you want to trade the Caspa chart. You think, wow, it's gone down a decent amount. I think it's going to bounce since Bitcoin's hitting all-time highs. You could trade this with Bitcoin as collateral. You could trade Caspa with Solana as collateral. There are tons of different options here. You could just use USDT or USDC as well. It's powered by TradingView. It's really simple, simply laid out, and has all deal indicators on screen. So check that out underneath the video. But take a look at this. $1 billion printed or minted at the Tether Treasury. What's this mean? Well, typically it's pretty bullish. When USDT is printing a lot, people are getting ready to buy. So we do have Bitcoin moving up throughout the day. Now it's calming down just a little bit. Now that the market's closed, we've just been fluctuating. Let me pull up the 1 hour here. We've been fluctuating since the market closed between about 71,500 and 73,600. You can see we're getting closer and closer here. It looks like maybe we'll have some kind of big move here in the next few hours. It's impossible to know which way, but the market has been quite bullish. BlackRock is going to start trading again in less than 12 hours. And today they just had a massive amount of volume. The spot ETFs traded $4.5 billion today. BlackRock was the majority of that with $3.3 billion in volume. Fidelity, $550 million in volume. Grayscale, $388 million in volume. ARK with $136, and you can go down the line. Tons of volume from these ETFs. Keep in mind, they've just been swallowing up a ton of Bitcoin. I think it's $3.8 billion over the last 16, 17 trading days. Yesterday was a big day with $479 million, but that pales in comparison to today. BlackRock will be at the end, but first, GBTC had an outflow, 17 million. Grayscale Mini had an inflow, 29 million. So we're already plus 12 million just getting through Grayscale's ETFs. Then another 12 million from ARKB, 53 million from BITB, so big day there. So right there, we're already at plus 76 million. HODL with 17 million. FBTC with 134 million. So we're somewhere around 200, 220. And then IBIT came in with a $600 million inflow day. $600 million. This is the largest inflow that we've seen from IBIT since March. And I think it might be their second largest ever. You can see BlackRock bought 8,820 Bitcoin. 8,820. That's just an insane amount of money. And keep in mind, this is just one of the many days that they've been buying Bitcoin. This is not an outlier for them. Yes, this is a better day than we've seen in a while, but they've still been buying $100 to $300 million almost every single day over the last 3 weeks. They've been positioning themselves for this last quarter. Let me ask you this. Do they know something you don't? They might. And even if they don't, even if they know everything you know, they definitely have a lot of analysts that are looking at all the possible options, and they're pushing people to buy Bitcoin. This is not just retail traders deciding today is the day that they're going to go buy Bitcoin in their retail account. No, they're helping investors better understand Bitcoin. They're putting on conferences. Just this week, they went to Saudi Arabia. I believe it was Saudi Arabia with a couple other big banks and financial institutions to talk about different investment options. They've had multiple meetings for large, wealthy individuals in the U.S., and the fact is they're going to continue to do this. They've been saying that 30%, 90%, even 105% in some of their studies, 105% Bitcoin in your portfolio makes sense. Now, how do you even do that? Well, you get access to leverage. They literally are saying if you're risk tolerant, you should go get leverage to buy Bitcoin in your portfolios just based on the numbers. I'm not telling you to do that because honestly, yes, I do leverage trade, but I'm doing this with a smaller part of my portfolio. I would not feel comfortable going 50x with 50% of my portfolio or anything like that. That would be crazy. But there are people out there that are just throwing a ton of money at Bitcoin because they realize that we're probably going to continue to inflate. We're going to continue to have more money printed. We're going to have more stimulus, whether the economy is good and it's growing a lot and then we have inflation, or whether the economy is bad and then the government has to bail everyone out with stimulus. Either way, all roads lead to Bitcoin. 8,820 roads led to Bitcoin today from Blackrock. And yeah, they're giving you, 12 hours before they start trading again? Less than that? 11 hours? They're relentlessly buying every single day. So hopefully you've been able to get your hands on some as well. Eric Voorhees makes a good point. When demand for gold rises, more gold is produced. When demand for oil rises, more oil is produced. When demand for USD rises, more USD is produced. When demand for Bitcoin rises, there's nothing. When demand for Bitcoin rises, the price goes up. Everyone that's held it makes a ton of money. So let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. I think this is a very good time for Bitcoin. Of course, anything can happen moving forward, including this. Just in, Florida's chief financial officer advocates for a strategic Bitcoin reserve, says Bitcoin is digital gold. Okay, saying basically, hey, there are some states like Wisconsin and Michigan that have seen it wise to invest a small portion of their pension funds into cryptocurrency. In March, Arizona's state Senate advanced efforts to add crypto to state retirement funds to encourage pension fund managers to consider crypto in their allocations. Moreover, Wyoming and Nebraska are leaders in crypto mining and have enacted dozens of laws to attract the industry, including a framework for chartering crypto banks. Then this person, the CFO, tries to make a request for the SBA to provide a report on the feasibility, risk, and potential benefits of directing a portion of state retirement system monies into digital assets. So we have multiple people that work for the government that are pushing to be able to buy Bitcoin with their pension funds. Keep in mind, IBIT has done very well this year. It's gone up year to date 55%. It is in the green for every day but one, right? Even over the last month, up 14%. The fact is, this has performed extremely well. When something performs extremely well, more people want in on it. There are more flows, there's more volume, there are more people taking bets, it's more volatile, there are more people that want it, there are more potential gains, and it just works like a little flywheel. What do you think is going to happen when the early goers start outperforming the hedge funds that bought IBIT? I mean, there's one that has 30% of their portfolio in one of the Bitcoin ETFs. There's a hedge fund that did that, 30%. So just on that 30% of their portfolio, they got 15% returns. Even if they did nothing with the rest of their portfolio, they're going to do pretty well this year. Now, what if they just got average returns everywhere else? Right? They would outperform every other hedge fund out there. And if they're doing that, people will want to move funds to that company. then what happens? Well, to get outperformance from other hedge funds, they're going to have to invest in something that's more volatile, like Bitcoin. They're going to try to go after the Bitcoin strategy. They're going to buy Bitcoin themselves. People are going to be pissed off if their financial advisors aren't giving them allocation to Bitcoin. It's been a great time, though, to be a Bitcoin investor. All roads lead to Bitcoin. It seems like everything's going really well right now. And any moment, we could be hitting new all-time highs. If you want to see what I do when we start hitting all-time highs, what I think about price action, what I think about future catalysts, you can hit subscribe. If you want to trade this market, maybe you think we're double topping, you can short the market. Maybe you think we're going to blow through and just get into price discovery. You can long the market. There are links to this underneath the video. You can start with a small amount, but of course, do your own research. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you all in the next one. And remember, Blackrock is only giving us 11 hours before they start buying again.